Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing all right, man. How are you?
I'm all right. I had a thing on Sunday. Everything has changed since Sunday.
Everything changed on Sunday?
Yeah.
Define everything.
Well, I woke up. I felt all right, but I woke up and this is going to sound worse than it is because I'm not using the right words.
I was covered in blood.
Well, I'm not using the right words to describe it, so it's going to make it sound sad, but it's not sad. I'll explain the whole thing.
Okay.
I woke up on Sunday and I didn't quite like myself. Like I don't hate myself for my life or anything like that.
Right.
But I was like, I don't feel good and I'm tired of not feeling good. And luckily I know just about everything that could make me feel good. Right.
Okay.
So I was like, I need to start taking care of myself. I'm already not I'm not super unhealthy or anything. I try to work out and stuff, but when you know what you should do and you don't do it, and it's a thing that is fulfilling, it makes you bummed out.
Yeah.
And I was feeling that all day Sunday. And so I was like, you know what? I'm going to look up just general nutrition stuff. I'm going to look up some nutrition stuff that might make me feel better. Because you know how there's certain things you can even eat naturally that improve mood and stuff like that.
This is your new thing. You've been on this a lot more because you had this when we were in Richmond. When we were there.
Yeah,
you went on a big long. I saw you for 2 minutes, and then you just had a 10-minute rant about the chemicals and the process or the approvals of foods.
Yeah.
So this is this is your new bugaboo a little bit. This is your new
and it's not even
you.
A health food thing. It's just I know there are things that taste good that make me feel bad.
Yeah.
I'm not even becoming vegan.
As he takes a drink of whiskey.
Yeah, it's I'm not becoming vegan. I'm not doing anything drastic. I'm just let me be more mindful of that stuff. Anyway,
right.
I joined a gym. Okay. And just got back into did some light workouts the last few days, and so I feel pretty good.
You joined a gym Sunday? You were just I'm not feeling great. I'm gonna go join a gym.
Yeah, it was a cheap gym.
Still,
I'm not shelling out money.
I mean, good for you though. That's the hardest thing to do. Is I'm gonna go do that thing then. That's a difficult thing to the next step to take.
I will say though that this is the deceptive part. It's actually. That's the easiest part. To just give them the money, I still haven't done anything to improve my life.
Fair. So then, but still, though, you were I should join a gym, and you went and joined a gym.
Yeah, and
I've thought I should join a gym a lot of times. Never done it.
I mean, it's a bit of a trap because you have to remind yourself that you have a gym membership every day, because now it's up to me to not waste the money.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I don't want to lose money on this. Yeah.
And so then the whole reason I brought this up, the last thing that I added that I've never done before in life, but I'm making a point to do it now, is to be fully, when I say fully, I mean at the scientific limits of fully hydrated, right? I've never even attempted this in my life before, but this is insane. It's
buckle
too
up
much
for another
water.
adventure, gang. Joshy gets wet. Here we are.
It's so much water, dude. It's
yeah. When you actually make sure you drink the recommended amount, it is a lot.
Well, this is what's actually crazy about it. I don't know if you already knew this, but the amount of water that you should be drinking to lose weight and the amount of water that you should be drinking to build muscle are almost identical, and it's a ton. Mm-hmm. And that's mind blowing to me, though.
I mean, I've heard several different amounts of what you should drink in a day, but also it does kind of change depending on what you do in a day a little bit.
Yeah, I checked because here's the thing: I was so scared giving myself water poisoning that I checked every type of way to, do the math on how just on how much I should
Is it
be.
technically called water poisoning?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have so much water that your kidneys don't know what to do with it. So that your kidneys literally just start giving it away.
Because that's what happened. Isn't that what happened to that lady in that radio contest thing? This is like 5 years ago or whatever. Did you remember hearing about this?
No, I don't remember this at all.
It was in like Australia. It was a big story because it was like a morning radio show, and then the competition was like they had people come in. It was to win tickets to something or some shit, and they had them like drink as much water as they could, and then it was like whoever could hold it the longest or whatever, like go into the bathroom, like whoever could hold it the longest, and then like this lady, like her kidneys shut down and she died because of a fucking radio competition.
You would like to think that your bladder isn't more powerful than common sense. Like, I'd like to think my bladder couldn't will me dead.
Right. But I think that's what happened there. I think that was technically what it was.
Well, what ends up happening, so there's a person that I think you and I both know, but just in case this is like giving away something at her job, I don't want to say her name, but she used to give hikes. Like, she used to be the tour. What is it called? It's like she was basically just like the guide for hikes when she lived in Colorado. And I don't know.
Like at a specific park, probably a national park, I'm guessing. Yeah.
And she said that it would be so hot, and there'd be so many warnings about make sure you're hydrated enough, that a lot of people, she basically said once a week, someone would drink so much water that they would get sick, and they would think that sickness was dehydration because the symptoms of being overly hydrated and dehydrated are identical.
Right. Yeah.
And so then they would drink so much water that then they got sicker, and then they like passed out, and then they have to be carried down the mountain or whatever. Mm-hmm. And so all this I bring up because I have been trying to drink the appropriate amount of water to build muscle, and it is far too much. I've been to the bathroom. I know bathrooms now. Like I think I know. I think I know handles in a way I never noticed handles before. Like, I'm running to so many bathrooms so consistently that I'm really starting to notice things about bath. I used to be an in and out guy, and now it's a while that I'm standing there, and I'm clearly very hydrated.
Yeah.
And I feel great. I've been sleeping better. It's like, it's the catch-22. It's literally like if someone gave you a superpower, but you had to go to the bathroom all the time. Like if Superman had to pee every 20 minutes.
I mean, to continue growing the mythos we've built the last couple episodes, I think this is the downside to being the Josh Ice superhero. Is because with all that ice power comes so much moisture.
Yeah,
you just all
have
the time.
To pee all the time.
I bet Iceman was pissing all the time.
Dude,
that guy was probably pissing all the time. He's made of water.
My body's like, already I can feel myself feeling a bit better throughout the day, less fatigue. My sleep is great. All these great things are happening, but I have to pee so much that it's almost not worth it. I'm almost like, let me feel like trash again just to not be in a bathroom for half an hour. No, not half an hour. I mean, a half an hour go by without needing to go to the bathroom.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I know what you mean.
But it's caused. Okay. I know that this has happened to many people. I am not special in this way, but this is the most recent time that it's happened, right?
I'm not the first man to have to piss.
Yeah. Not even the
many
third.
Before me.
And so I was at a show, and the line got very long because there was a person in the bathroom that clearly needed it. Like as impatient as I get waiting for the bathroom sometimes, I never want someone to come out early. Please don't do that. You be in there as long as you need to be in there, because it was way worse for everybody if you come out too early than you stay in there a little long, you know?
Okay. What do you mean is happening if they come out early?
I'm just saying, like, you
pants still down.
I'm saying
they didn't even finished.
There are people in life, we've all been to junior high. We've all been in situations where someone is more embarrassed than they let their logic take over, right? So the embarrassment trumps the logic, and they're like, oh yeah, let me hurry up, blah, blah, blah. And so then, like they'll like come out of the bathroom. And the best example I've seen of it is when this guy rushed out of the bathroom because somebody was banging on the door, and you could see a little drip, drip, dribble on his pants. And it's like, yeah, because my man wasn't done. He got bullied into trying to force his body to be done, and that's not how bodies work. And so anyway, I'm in line for the bathroom. There's two bathrooms. One line is getting incredibly long because someone in there is clearly having a time. Like a true struggle. Okay,
an emergency in public.
We don't hear anything, but because we don't hear anything, it's almost worse. All right. He might be dead. Okay.
It's too quiet for something normal to be happening in there.
No, it's far too quiet. So then
I know exactly what you mean.
Then, like, because you know what?
Where you start being like, is someone in there, or we have just not checked the door fully? Is it just a heavy door?
Yeah. You know when when it's so quiet. Do you know when it's so quiet that it makes the space around it quiet? Like it's so quiet in that bathroom.
That loud silence.
Yeah, it's so quiet in the bathroom that as you get close to the bathroom, you literally just start not hearing anything. Like you have to go hello out loud just to make sure you are still with us, Like a car didn't fly through a window like Spider-Man 2 and you're in purgatory now and this is the line, Anyway, I'm in one of the lines. The other line's not moving. So some people start jumping over to my line, okay? And everyone is varying degrees of needing to go. I have to go in a fairly modest way, Like I'm like, let me be responsible. I'm trying to be an adult about it because I know I'll have to go badly in 5 minutes, right? So let me just -5. What?
I took a drink right as you said in a modest way, and that wording just...
Yeah,
it made me laugh. I had to hold the liquid in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm not desperate, I'm not like, those people who
I don't need it. Okay.
Yeah, those people that don't plan well, and so it's like them having to go to the bathroom is like them being late on their rent, and they're like, I don't know what I'm gonna do. It's like, well, you've had options all day. All right. If you had paid attention and planned ahead, you'd be fine right now. All right. So anyway. Some people are starting to jump into my line, and I'm not even near the front. Okay. And every single person in this line is like, they're obviously also all varying degrees of needing to go, right? We are a rainbow of
piss.
Yellow, yeah. And
50 Shades of Yellow. Here we go.
Yeah.
Ready?
And so basically, right now I'm chilling, right? Like I'm noticing things. I'm also trying to make an effort to be on my phone a little less. So I'm like looking around and like, being nosy, overhearing conversations, stuff like that. And then and then I'm noticing how when I look behind me, there are people that are doing the thing where they're looking like they're sticking their head out the line. You know what I'm talking about? There's a line and you wouldn't see anything, and then you see their head like off to the left. And is getting that, that like I'm about to ask for the manager type vibe some people put out where they try to get people to argue alongside them. So they'll be like, right?
They want to start a revolution at whoever's in the bathroom right now.
Yeah, and they're like, I mean, how long does it take? You know. There was a woman that literally was like, how long does it take? And it's like, it does take as long as it takes. It depends on the time. It depends on the person. Yeah. You know?
And I'm like you too. I'm a little bit of like, yeah, take your time in there, because people got, health issues.
Yeah.
We all eat different things, which do different horrible things to our bodies.
Yeah.
Like, listen.
And so
I don't blame you.
And so I'm like, I'm like, man, one of these, because she was not stopping. She was like, I mean, how long does it take? Like, it's like, we all have to go. Yeah. I mean, and I was like, all right.
Where was this at again? Where was this at?
I don't want to say because of what's going to happen.
Well, I mean, what type of establishment, I guess? Like restaurant? Was it a...
Oh, it was a club.
What genre? A club?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
And so...
That's all I wanted to know. Because I'm like, that also depends too. Like, yeah, if I'm in like a dive bar at night and there's only like one small bathroom, it's like, yeah, don't go in there and take a shit. Come on. Like, just don't. Plan your day around that. Like, that's a piss hole is what that is for, okay? Don't go in there and do something like that.
Sure, yeah. It is funny. Yeah, okay. Anyway, so then she's not stopping, and it's also loud in there. So it's like the fact that I can hear her means she's being very loud because she's not behind me in line close.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The line is actually getting so long they had to wrap the line almost around the bar.
Oh, geez.
So when I say around the bar, I don't mean alongside it. I mean, literally, there were people who had to stand where the bartender has to walk out.
Okay. Yeah.
Anyway, so then this woman starts banging on the doors, and she's also not next, right? This woman starts banging on the doors, and she's like, come on, hurry it up. Which is like, they can't though. Like you literally can't. There's no.
You just hear inside someone go, oh!
Yeah, there's no feet of ass.
I'm okay.
Like you can't run.
There's no. That might be my favorite thing you've ever said. There's no feet of ass.
Like, someone telling you to hurry doesn't actually change anything in your body.
No. You just improved my week with that phrase. There's no feet of ass. That's my new. I weirdly needed to hear that, Josh. Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
And like enough time has passed where I'm like actually starting to need to go a bit more, right? Like, I got in line at a very responsible time, and now I'm being like actually pushed to my limit. I'm also not next.
Now it's urgent for you. It's becoming urgent now.
The stakes are getting a little high. It's kind of like how it literally is like how politically, if someone they've done studies where about like xenophobia and stuff, and they found that if there's very few of a minority or an immigrant or whatever, people are mostly fine. They're like, oh yeah, whatever. Like everyone is usually at least a very modest level of accepting, as long as it's just a few, right? And then once a lot
hard turn.
No, I'm saying this is what happens though. This is like a political study. They found that anytime someone is in any situation and then they feel outnumbered by anyone who's considered other, that's when they really start to like, quote unquote, show their true colors, right?
Okay, yes.
And was like, when I got in this line, I was the most patient, chill dude, whatever. As I also need to go more, I don't even blame the woman that's banging on the doors now. Like now I'm like, go sis, all right? Go off, queen, okay?
You fight the fight.
You fight the good fight. You get the troops through. And so I'm like kind of in this line slowly getting radicalized of like yeah, what are they doing in there? Because the line hasn't moved.
You've now been in the chat room. You've now been accidentally recruited by ISIS.
Yeah, because now the line has truly not moved.
Hey, Josh liked that one.
Now the line is like truly not moving, and I'm realizing how far back in line I am. And so now I'm at a point where even if everything is going well and those people come out of the bathroom immediately and everyone else only spends 20 seconds in the bathroom, which is not likely, no one will have washed their hands. I'm either going to pee myself or get COVID. There's no like in between.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so
either way, your night's about to get worse.
Yeah. And so she's banging on the doors and everything. And then, like I said, this one guy got essentially bullied into getting out of the bathroom, right? Mm-hmm. Comes out of the bathroom.
Poor guy. The true hero of this story.
Comes out of the bathroom. Doesn't look great. He's still holding his stomach, right?
He's soaked.
He fell in, okay? Is like holding his stomach and calmly walks to a corner of the club and proceeds to just like how's the best way to put this?
Diarrhea.
No. No. The story's not gross. Like just in case anyone's listening and they think eventually there's going to be some gross turn, it's not.
Right. But we have gotten back to our roots with stories of bodily functions. You're right. We
never forgot where we came from. And he goes to the corner.
We started at the bottom and now we're here. Yeah, literally.
And the only way I can describe it is he's holding his stomach, and he so smoothly passes out. Oh. And I've never seen anything like it before, because he didn't like collapse. He didn't fall and slam into the ground or slam his head or anything. He literally just like melted where he was standing, and he was out, right?
Oh, okay. So he probably was in there just drunk then and not...
He's a little drunk, yeah.
Okay.
But...
he got lost in there?
Yeah, right. You can only go in so many circles. And...
He keeps just trying to put his credit card into things. I don't know. I just want to get another one.
And then someone's like, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And then they, run over to him, start like tapping his face a little, and then like lifting his head up and, checking, make sure he's not like having a seizure or anything like that. And and then this dude wakes up. And immediately, as soon as he wakes up very calmly too. He doesn't wake up like startled.
I was hoping for screaming.
No. This dude wakes up very calmly, and he's like, "Who are y'all?" And then they were like, "Are you okay? What's your name? Like you passed out, whatever." And he was kind of like,
"Who are y'all?"
He's like, this dude, okay, this is like...
This man reset.
He's clearly not trying to be rude, but it is like, I thought this person may have had amnesia, because it's not like it was his friends that came to check on. It was just some people who saw him.
Right. People are just being good Samaritans and just checking on him.
Also, the line to pee is where the line of humanity breaks, because as soon as those people stepped out of line
they lose their spot.
Yeah.
Yep.
The people behind them stepped right up. Anyway.
Yep.
And so then he's like, "Who are y'all?" And they're like, "Hey, what's your name? Like, you pass out." And it's like, oh, I know I passed out. Who are y'all? And they're like, oh yeah, they start introducing themselves and everything. And they're like, can you stand up? He's like, ah.
Listen, we just met. Don't start telling me what to do.
Yeah. They help him up. They call an ambulance, and then they ask him if he was like on a medication or like was it, and he's like, oh, I was in the bathroom. I had some like real bad stomach pain, and somebody just kept banging on the door. So I was like, fine. Like, you need it that bad. Clearly you need it worse than me. Like, this dude's like very like chill about the whole thing.
Okay.
And then line starts moving a bit. So now I'm like, okay, I'm like being nosy, but at the same time, I'm like getting, a couple.
You got eye on the prize.
Yeah, man. A couple steps ahead in line, because now I'm like legs crossed. Now I'm trying to tie the hose off at the end. Okay.
Yeah.
Because honestly, I will say, it would have really taken the heat off me if I had pissed my pants and that dude was just standing there passed all the way out. Like, no one's checking for my pants after that, And so, we're getting a little closer.
or he just wakes up and he's like, that guy pissed.
That guy doesn't seem well. And
who are you and what's he doing?
Yeah. And so, I finally get in the bathroom, go to the bathroom, and come out. And when I come out, that guy is gone. Like, the people who were talking to him are still there, but the guy's gone. And there's only one line for the bathroom. So now they've put him back in the bathroom, and they've told other people like, hey, there's no like just use the other line, right?
Right.
And luckily, because we're actually using this bathroom, the line is long, but it's not in huge. And then the EMTs come, because they called I guess someone called an ambulance as soon as he fell. And so the EMTs come.
Oh, so he fell. Okay.
No. So what I meant when I said he perfectly melted was that he was standing, and then he just sort of sat down on his, like, he sort of like slid down the wall and was sitting there. Like, he melted. It's like the smoothest passing out I've ever seen, because his back was against the wall, and then he slid down on his back until he was sitting on the ground.
I thought I had missed you saying like he had fallen after that, like after you got out of the bathroom, then he fell. I thought I missed something.
No.
Okay.
So this
puddle of a man is.
So now he's back in the bathroom, and the EMTs come. And when the EMTs get there, they're knocking on the door, and he's like, hey, can you give me a minute?
Yeah.
All right. And
he's just got to go, man.
Yeah. And then it's locked. And so at first I thought he locked the bathroom. Like, I'm like, oh no, what if he passes out again? Now it's locked or whatever, right?
Right.
But then it turns out one of his friends was in there with him, I guess, like making sure he didn't pass out again or whatever. And then finally she comes out, and then they're like, oh, we're here to check on him. Somebody call, whatever. And then she's like, oh, I think he's fine. I think it's blah, blah. And in my head, I'm like, all right, y'all live your life, but there's no way this person is fine,
Yeah.
And so
they at least need to sit down and drink some water.
Yeah.
At the very least.
And so I think he's a bit embarrassed too, because I was even talking to some friends when this happened, and as he was coming out, they were looking, and I was like, the best thing we can do is not look over there. Like, y'all just continue our conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so then he comes out of the bathroom, he goes up there with the EMTs, like leaves the club.
I'd have looked. I wouldn't listen to your friends.
Comes back and comes back, walks up to the bartender, and he's like, hey, the EMTs cleared me, so can I get some ice chips? And he was like, yeah. And he just sat at the bar and chilled.
I was hoping he's gonna be like, the EMT cleared me, give me a daiquiri. Like, I was hoping it's
No. I don't even think they would have served him if the EMTs told them to get him a drink.
This man needs Grey Goose stat.
Yeah. So, yeah, I've noticed that now my attitudes towards bathrooms, people in them when I'm not in them, all that stuff like that is slowly changing. Because I've stayed hydrated. I haven't even reached the goal amount of water on any of these days. I've been doing this since Sunday, and I have not reached on a single day. I haven't been able to drink enough.
Well, you're still training. You're still practicing.
I don't know how this is going to happen. Dude, it's so much. It's like a gallon.
Yeah.
Ooh. And you see those dudes in the gym with those gallon jugs. I'm just like, how? How is he pounding all that water and eating? Because then you have to eat on top of that.
And eating.
Yeah.
Yeah, these are all things that keep you alive. Yeah.
But you know what I mean, though. It's like,
no, I know
you
pounded
what you mean. Half a gallon of water first.
Right. Yes. Yeah.
And now someone's like, go have breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to be like, I don't even think I can hit the bacon. Like, the bacon's the lightest thing on the plate.
Yeah. I'm here for the smells.
Yeah.
So now, you're trying this new thing, and your view on bathrooms is changing. I feel like a theme we've had lately in our episodes, you seem to be in kind of transitional period in life.
I guess so. I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're trying to have a stronger bladder.
No, just
and
like
ice powers.
Dude,
no.
I mean, as far as the men in my family go, we're not living long.
Right, yeah.
So I'm just trying to get ahead of a bunch of stuff.
Okay. Okay. Are we feeling our mortality a little bit lately?
I mean, I'm gonna live forever. It's not that serious. But it's
what a weird thing to say right after the men in your family don't do great, and then to be like, I'm going to what I got whiplash from that transition you just did. Listen, we tend to die young. I, however, am immortal.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yes. Just generally yes at that, huh?
Yeah. No, I feel pretty good. I want to get a little bit more consistent with the workouts, but I feel like I've been eating really well.
Mm-hmm. Big yawn, well rested.
I've been eating really well, and then I've been more alert. So get ready for me to notice everything. Like if noticing stuff is what you like about this podcast. Get ready for me to hit you with every detail.
The iTunes reviews, 5 stars. These guys notice so much.
Yeah.
This is my favorite, most observant podcast.
Mm-hmm.
5,000 out of 10 jangles.
Mm-hmm.
I love observations.
Yeah.
5 stars.
Also, it is very hard. Now that this is another thing that's happened in the last few days. Now, if I'm late, I just let myself be late because I cannot run with a stomach full of water.
Get that.
I can hear it sloshing.
Yep.
Yeah. It's just, I'm it's like a fishbowl in my belly.
Right.
And I can't, after like 4 steps, I'm like, oof, it's too much movement.
So you're more consistently hydrated and running behind.
Well, I'm saying if I'm late.
Right.
I'm making a point to not be late, but.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. So I think this is a good change. It's hard to tell right now.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
It seems to be making you not feel great.
I feel good unless I try to run out of panic.
Oh, okay.
That's the only time I don't feel good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Being hydrated is the best.
Okay. Well, and it's unfortunate then because you're going to be hydrated, so you're going to feel better physically, but too full to run away from something.
Well, no, I think if something
never know when
came
you're gonna
at
get
me,
chased.
I think I'd just be more accepting.
Of the thing coming at you?
Yeah. Why? What's all this running about?
So, okay, let's say wild animal.
Yeah.
You have a cougar sprinting right at you.
Okay.
But when you're this hydrated,
Yeah.
You're like, listen,
I'm
we're
like,
all God's
hey,
creatures.
I'm glad that a cougar made it all the way in New York City. Are you
Yeah.
serious?
And it is about to get some juicy meat right now.
That cougar really living life.
Yeah. Every cougar should visit New York at least once.
At least once, just to taste it.
Okay. Well, you're the first person I've known who's tried to be more hydrated, and it's weirdly made you accept death more. That's a weird.
I mean, when you think about how much water we need to drink just to stay alive. Oof.
What's the point of living?
No, not what's the point of living. Just like, oh, okay, every person is kind of a lot. like if everyone drank enough water, it'd be like, guys, what are we gonna do here? We're lucky so many people love Mountain Dew. Like,
I don't know, man. Hydrated Josh is kind of a downer.
well, I'm not being a downer, I don't think. I'm not saying I don't want these people around. I'm just saying like, oh wow, this is a lot. Like you realize how much space you take up when you're getting all your ounces in. Like by the end of if I keep this up by the end of the year, I will have drank a creek.
Oh God. All right. This is an interesting new phase of Josh we're entering. I'm enjoying it. I'm liking it.
Oh, okay.
I'm liking the man who's taking better care of himself, but also just being more over people.
No,
I'm enjoying this.
I enjoy people. No, I do enjoy people. I think people
Our
are
last
great.
several episodes have been about you not really having patience for people anymore.
It's not a whole people thing. It's like the people in the story I don't have patience for.
I'm just saying, I'm enjoying curmudgeonly moisturized Josh. I'm enjoying old wet Josh. I'm a big fan of. He's not even looking at me for that one. He's looking down. He doesn't even want to meet my gaze.
Yeah, you got it right. Yeah, you're saying true things.
Oh, okay. Yeah, see, he's over me too.
Not over. I don't know
Right,
what this over thing is.
I'm getting to know the new Josh.
It's not new. It's just with water.
No, but I'm not saying just this. I'm saying we've had a little arc going these last few episodes where you're having shifts in attitude and perspective. And I'm not saying it's bad. It's just like it's like I'm getting to learn new things about you, which I enjoy. We've been friends for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And I'm getting to know a newer, slightly grumpier but well-hydrated version. What's wrong with that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. How much water do you drink?
I didn't say there wasn't. Huh?
How much water do you drink?
All right, don't come at me now.
No, I'm not coming at you. I'm saying if you had to guess, because I was apparently when you take into account what I'm drinking now, I was drinking none before. I think I had my first sip of water on Sunday in life, according to charts for how much water I should have been drinking this whole time.
If I check the water charts, I am way off.
If I check the water chart, I'm 4 years old. Okay.
Yeah, there's dog years and there's water years. Mm-hmm. In water years, I'm a baby. I don't know. I feel like I have days where I do a really good job of staying hydrated, and then days where I know I do really, really bad. Like, I know you're not a coffee guy, but when you take that like late morning piss and it smells exactly like coffee, you know you need to drink some water. You know that's an issue.
Yeah. See, I'm not a coffee guy at all. Like,
yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever drink coffee.
That's a signifier when you do that and you'd be like, Logie needs some water because I just pissed Folgers. So
I remember one time.
Sorry for talking about piss so much, everybody.
I remember one time. In college, there was this kid in my suite. I think it was freshman year.
Ooh, you're sweet. Ooh la la.
It's not a. We only call it a suite because they call it a suite. And we all
Spelled
shared.
wrong.
Yeah, we all shared a bathroom. And there was this one time this kid went in and forgot to flush. And then someone went in after him and they were like, oh my gosh, said his name. And he was running back because he realized he forgot to flush. And he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. That's so gross and everything. And the guy was like, no, I'm worried about, are you sick?
The water's green. Are you okay?
Are you are you doing one of those things where you let them experiment on you for $1,500? Cause
Yeah. Dude, you hard up for money?
if not, you need to go to a hospital now.
Yeah. I don't know why the water in the toilet's fuchsia right now. I don't know if you're okay.
Take a cup of this as a sample because, sir, you dead. Okay. That's my favorite. We used to do that all the time. Anytime somebody
used to do what?
we used to do a thing if anyone seemed sick or if anyone did a thing that was like a little bit gross, like but it would be to them like, oh, you dead.
Okay. I didn't. I thought you were gonna be like, we used to give them cups of their own urine to take as a sample. That's why I went.
Never answered the question.
What question?
How much water do you think you drink?
No, I did. I couldn't give you like an estimation. I feel like some days I feel like I'm pounding water, especially if I'm out doing stuff or if I'm working or whatever. Like especially if I'm subbing or whatever, I feel like I'm drinking water all day. I know when I have days where I'm at home just like working on stuff, like on the computer, like editing the show and stuff like that. That's where I know I don't always do great. I couldn't tell you amounts, but
Well,
I'm sure on my bad days it's probably shockingly low.
Well, I'm starting a water club. Okay.
Okay, the Josh Johnson Water Club.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's talk about it. I'll join. I'll get in the water club. Let's do this. Let's both get better at being hydrated. I will join you in this journey.
Okay, so the first thing that we do is we all wear white robes, okay?
Wow, starting off culty, you're not even hiding it.
Yeah, but
Usually the cult stuff is once you get to like step 4 or 5, they sneak it in there. You are starting right away. This is my club. Anyway, we all wear robes.
We all buy
I get
the
to have
same
sex with
sneakers.
everyone's wives.
Okay.
We all get the same sneakers.
And
we worship a toilet.
First of all, how dare you? Okay. It's not a toilet. It's a porcelain lord. All right.
It is a throne. Yeah. It is our King of Kings.
I just think it would be cool to start a little club. Maybe people pay some dues, like throw in like, $50 a week and
God, you can't
it'll
help
take care
it.
of-
You can't help but turn this into a cult. I keep being like, yes, let's start the club. And the next thing you say is immediately a cult or scam.
Yeah.
Immediately.
No. It's not. There's no scam here. The $50
You just
goes
said you
towards your robe. All right.
Okay, so now we've just started a robe company.
Yeah.
This is someone starting a cult because they got a lot of robes they got to get rid of. Listen, I got left. My business shut down. I got boxes of robes. What can we do? Oh, I know. Worship a lizard. Let's do it.
Yeah. That's my favorite thing about when you start
Backdoor cult.
when you start karate or something, how there's so much gear that they try to hawk on you immediately.
Immediately you got to buy, yeah.
And it's so funny because someone will end up spending like $600 and I can't remember who it was. There was a guy, maybe it was when I was at the grocery store. It was in Chicago, and he was telling me about how he had started karate, and he really was built like Dwight from The Office. So every time I see Dwight from The Office do karate, it makes me think of that dude because they built exactly the same. And he decided to take on karate very late in life. Okay. This dude took on the punching one late in life. Like jujitsu makes sense at any time because it's not about Like it's barely even about strength. It's more about leverage, right?
Right.
And and it was made for people who weren't strong. So that one makes sense to me. But karate is like, you're not even nimble. You're just gonna be kicking shins.
So, hey, sometimes that'll get you out of a situation.
A
good shin kick.
Have you ever kicked someone?
Yeah.
Like you've kicked someone to hurt them?
No, I guess like not in like a real. I mean, I probably did when I was a kid, but you know, because when you're a kid, man, kicking's that's just communicating.
Dude, kicking hurts so much. It hurts so much that I think if he had kicked someone in the shin, I don't think he'd be able to run away. I think they both limp in the same direction.
Well, yeah, that's like when you see certain like fights, like UFC fights or whatever, and someone will just kick someone in the leg, and that's supposed to be just like I'm just kicking you in the leg, and everyone seems fine with it. But I'm like, that looked like a reason I would quit the fight.
Can I tell you? I don't.
Just like,
I
no,
remember,
I'm done. He kicked me very hard. We're done. Towel.
I don't remember what fight card it was, but when I tell you, there's a moment of that exact thing happening where this guy kicked another dude in the shin, right? Mm-hmm. And then took a step back to like, you know, make another move, kick him again, whatever. This guy that got kicked to the shin spun around like a ballerina and then landed on his back, and the fight was over. This dude got kicked, fully spun on one foot.
Spun from the bottom too. That's a hard spin.
Spun on the ball of his other foot, and then went down, and then the fight was over. And I was like, that checks out for me. That does.
Did he just drop and he was just like, no? Or did he get kicked in the shin so hard he passed out?
No, the ref was like, clearly this person is done. Anyone who spins after they get hit, I think the fight is over. Whether it's a punch or a kick, even if it's a pluck, if you spin, I think you're done.
It's like in certain video games where you can tell you've killed an enemy when they finally like do like a ragdoll animation. You know, they just go like burp and fall over. It's that in real life too. If they ragdoll, it's over.
Dude, well, that spin was tight. That wasn't a ragdoll. This man spun like he was born to do it.
He got kicked so hard he became a dancer.
Dude, this dude spun like he left his dancing shoes at home. Like he spun like he was good at it. And I don't know. Yeah, that for me, kicking is oof. But anyway, this dude started taking karate classes, and he couldn't go.
Wait, which dude?
The guy built like Dwight. The guy that.
Okay.
When I was in Chicago,
we had a little detour about kicks. I forgot who we were talking about. Yes,
and so
I'm back.
So then he said, and I'll never forget this. He was like, you know, I this whole thing, I was never going to make fun of him because I liked him and because I understand his willingness to do it.
And this means Josh is about to make fun of him.
But basically, he was telling me, oh, that's what it was. Yes, it was at the grocery store. It was at the grocery store. This is because I remember this whole thing happening and me just wanting to walk away from the situation because he was talking to me because I was cleaning up for the night, right? Like we're closed and I'm cleaning and they stay to make sure we don't get robbed, whatever, right? So anyway, he's telling me all this stuff while I'm cleaning. So I've already like got a lot to do and he just walking around talking to me. And then this dude is like, yeah, so I started taking karate classes because I got mugged and it perked up my, like, now I'm paying attention. I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And he was like, nah, it was 4 years ago. And I was like, okay, a little late to. And like I said, he already not built well, okay? So then
for 4 years later to finally be like, wait, I could have.
Yeah, wait, I could have hurt myself a different way.
Yeah.
And so then he goes, they have him buy pads, they have him buy gi, they have him buy his belt, they have him buy these like I I can't remember what it was, but he also bought the like practice weapons you would use, which are really just novelty things. So he bought like nunchucks and he bought like, but this is all stuff that's like never going to be used in life.
Look at someone being judgmental about someone buying nunchucks.
But
got
I
weirdly
know,
judgmental all of a sudden. Oh, something you'll never use in life. Interesting. Interesting.
I know. Okay. Anyway, so then basically,
yeah, move past it.
Basically, this dude is like telling me about this. A couple weeks later, he's on the same shift and I'm cleaning up again. And I ask him how his karate's going. And he's like, I haven't been able to go because of my schedule. So I basically like gave them all this money and they haven't taught me anything yet, you know, and they were hawking it all on me and stuff. And like, I basically just got robbed without them ever laying a hand on me. I lost more when I got mugged. So I guess when he got mugged, it was like $300 in his wallet. And when he when he started karate classes, it was $600.
Right. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. He mugged himself now.
Hey, I know I never do this.
Sure.
But would you want to open up the mailbag?
Oh, damn, hard shift. Sure. Let me get it. I was about to do that. Yeah. We did get several emails about people's sequels to our Porta Potty serial killer movie.
Look,
I think we should save them.
We should save them, but it's coming.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Next week, you and I will be together in Minneapolis, and I think that will be a great time for us to go through those. So that one of our next episodes will be us combing through the sequels. I haven't really looked at them yet either, but I'm excited to get in there because we've gotten quite a few from people. Let me find. Well, okay, here is one from our friend Sierra, who has come out to live shows and stuff too. But this one is a philosophical query.
Okay.
That's the title of it. Hello, my funnies. Been getting really into philosophy, and I wanted to ask you both. What is a better feeling? A continuous feeling of being content or a relief from pain? I feel like a relief from pain is the greatest feeling in the world, which is why comedy is my favorite art form. Parentheses, fighting it out with music. A good laugh when you're feeling shitty is the best feeling. Go as deep as you want with this question, not trying to bring up any trauma. Love you guys so much, Sierra. P.S. Logan, I was 100% serious when I said when you guys were in Philly that you're fucking hilarious and the world needs your stand-up. Don't deprive us. Oh, thank you. That was a very polite way to demand clips. That was a very
get on. That
was the sweetest way to say, hey, would you fucking put out a clip, Logan?
All right.
Good Lord.
Ain't nobody playing with you.
Of doing that.
Okay.
No, that's what I need. That's the push I needed, Sierra. It was a good little neg.
Yeah.
Is what I needed.
Go ahead and rob this dude of jokes, okay?
So what do you think about that? This is an interesting question. A continuous feeling of being content or a relief from pain?
For me, it's a continuous feeling of being content. But I think that for the people who come to the show and enjoy the comedy, it's a relief from pain, if that makes sense. Because I think if it's a relief from pain and you're a comedian, life is much harder on you. Because you can't always be doing comedy and because sometimes your comedy brain isn't working in a way that you feel fulfilled with what you're writing and saying and talking about. And then if it is the other way around where it's like you are content with what you're doing and it's what helps you consistently stay content, that sounds more like what artists live like. Well,
but see, I don't think it's just asking it as just an artist queer. I think just generally of even outside of comedy, you know, which is better, just like because you know, when I first read the question, at first I was like, oh well, a continuous feeling of content. Like when you think about having like a good day where just nothing feels wrong, those are good. But then I also think about like when I'm having like a really really bad day or really really dark period, and then something makes me laugh until I cry. Like that high is almost unmatchable. You know what I mean? You almost can't compare anything else to that feeling of when you were at like a really, really low, dark point and then something tickled your brain so perfectly. You know, so I know I brought it back to comedy anyway, but you know, like, so I'm kind of torn a little bit.
Yeah. No, I'm with you. I think that for me, since that's the scope that I do everything through, that's why my answer was my answer.
No, I know.
Because like
I think you were right with that too.
yeah, I think I that's how I see it. Because you'll also find people who comedy doesn't do it for, in the way of like, I'm willing
Something
to go
else.
to a show a bunch of times, you know?
Right, yeah. Well, I think a continuous feeling of contentment would make for a very good life, would make for a good, happy life. But those peaks amongst the valleys are really, really great.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's one of those things too of like you don't notice a negative. Like you don't notice like, oh, I don't have back pain right now. You don't notice that. But when you have back pain and then you suddenly don't, shit.
Yeah.
That's like doing heroin. You know what I mean? So it's like this is a great question because it's kind of a chicken and egg situation a little bit.
It is very much.
Because to find like true contentment, you almost have to go through shit first. So if you're just totally content, will you become numbed by it? If you're so hydrated, will you forget what it was like to not have to piss all the time?
Maybe.
Were you happier? Were you happier being... I mean, honestly, this is actually perfectly on theme. Didn't even mean to. But in the beginning, you talked about it was almost better not being hydrated because you weren't running to the bathroom constantly.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean...
Big question. I think big question.
I feel like I'm happier now. And I'm at least more aware now because I'm not tired from being dehydrated.
Right. Fair.
Thanks so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. Thank you so much for writing in and asking us this question. We're probably going to bring it up again because this is a lot to think about. And it was, I'm still thinking about it in a way, but I don't have anything new to say. I'm so thankful for everyone for listening. We had a great time recording. I hope you had a great time listening. If you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We're going to be posting clips of the show. And if you're looking for Logan...
My internet went patchy for a second, so I missed the end of that last part, but I heard you toss it to me. You can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get in the mailbag to either send us your spec scripts or your philosophical queries, you can send those to joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. You can also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Not only will we read them, but we greatly appreciate it, and it really helps us on that platform. And if you want some other nonsense from us, these weekly episodes just aren't enough, and you think, man, I really would like more of these guys' great observations because that's what I come here for. You can go to our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have a bunch of shit there. And next week, Josh and I will be performing at Acme Comedy Club in Minneapolis, Minnesota, November 17th through 19th. I believe 5 shows total. I'm really looking forward to it. I think it's going to be fun. And if you're in the area, you should come out, see the show, say hi to us afterwards. We love meeting all of y'all.
Thank you so much for listening, and y'all have a great rest of the week into the weekend. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you.
I've been loving getting to watch in real time the indictment of New York Mayor Eric Adams. This dude sucks so much. It's so bad. This dude sucks. I don't know who your mayor is, but be glad it's not Eric Adams. This dude is the worst. He's so corrupt.
And it's like corruption. This is what's disappointing about Eric Adams' corruption, is that it's like petty. Do you know what I mean? We expect politics to be corrupt. It says a lot that we do, but a part of us, do you know what I mean? And what does that say about us to a certain degree? I think about that a lot. What does that say about our expectations, that we expect corruption? You know what I mean? At lots of levels. You know, city councilman did this thing, president did this thing, whatever it is, we expect it. And then when people run, we don't really believe in them. Maybe if someone can make us believe in them along the way, that's the person that we vote for, because we're like, wow, this person's different. But different from what? The expectation is corruption, you know? And he's corrupt in a way that's truly disappointing. It's a shame. It's embarrassing how easy a politician is to buy. You could lease a new Subaru, or you could buy a politician depending on the position of the state. The things these people go down for, we're talking not money if we're talking politics, right? Like if I was a senator and I wanted to be corrupt, you'd have to get me good. You have to take care of me, because I might lose my job. I might go to jail. I need a nest egg to protect me. You know, something to look forward to while I'm in jail doing all that time for doing you a favor and being corrupt. Like, that's why I don't agree with it, and I'm glad he's going down for it. But Menendez makes sense. He took gold bars. That's cartoonish corruption. That is like full on 1950s cartoon corruption. That is New Yorker political cartoon corruption, to just take actual gold bars. Where do you get gold bars from? And then take the gold bars to do the favor for the person. This is what's funny about Eric Adams being indicted, is that New York City is, and this is coming from someone who lives there, and I do love it in New York, right? But New York is a dirty place, all right? Inside and out, okay? It's one of the more corrupt places. So to be the first mayor to ever be indicted with corruption charges in New York City, you gotta be one of the dumbest people who has ever lived. It's a city of corruption, and you got caught. That's crazy. Sometimes I can't believe it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sure he could believe it. He was like, y'all, this is what we do. How y'all gonna get mad now? I did the regular amount of corruption. I didn't even go overboard. I got some flights upgraded. Why would y'all? No, it is that dumb. This dude, Eric Adams' corruption is so petty. This dude about to go to jail because he let Turkey upgrade some flights for him. He basically is gonna go to jail for what is Delta Gold Medallion. Like, it's very petty. Some nice meals, some flights. That's great. That our mayor, New York's mayor, all it took to buy him was just treat him like a bad bitch for a night. Like, do you know how embarrassing that is? Do you know how much money is in New York? I need at least 6 skyscrapers to be as corrupt as Eric Adams. I'd be like, take care of me. No, I need land. What are you talking about, a flight? A flight where I might fall asleep and miss my corruption? No. Because sometimes you get upgraded by your airline, you get all excited, you like, oh, I'm sitting in, got the extra leg room and everything. I can kick for no reason and stuff. And then you wake up at the destination and you're like, dang, I didn't even enjoy the free glass of champagne and orange juice. That's his level of corruption. It's so dumb. He sucks. But Eric Adams started as a cop, right? And I actually watched this video of him. It was a very entertaining watch. Basically, when he was a cop, he did a video. Maybe he was still a cop. I don't know. Maybe it retired. But anyway, he used his police expertise to make the video. And it's basically a video where he shows parents how to search their children's rooms for drugs and guns, right? And the thing that's amazing about it is that clearly one of two things happened. Either Eric Adams told whoever was shooting the video to just go fill a room full of crack, or Eric Adams kept using the same 6 crack rocks in between takes. Because he was pulling crack out of places that didn't really make any sense. Like those, when you have crack, the intention is to smoke it or sell it. And where he was pulling, because then first of all, the room didn't make sense because the room is supposed to be a child's room, right? But the room has stuff for a kid that's about to head off to college or somebody in preschool. Like, there's just too much going on in the room. The room makes sense if you were never going to leave that room for 26 years. Like, it doesn't... The room did not make sense at all. So then Eric Adams would do weird stuff. Like, he'd be like, looks like a regular tricycle, right? But if you pop this tire right quick, you pop this tire, pull it out, what do we find? Crack cocaine. It was incredible. Like, looks like a regular doll, huh? But if you stab it in the back and rip it open, what do we find? Crack cocaine. And honestly, like, look, I even get the spirit behind what he's doing, but if your child is on crack, there will be other signs. Besides a heavy tricycle wheel. I've never seen a kid on a bike with a flat tire and been like, we're losing the youth. It's insane. This dude is over here going, a simple jewelry box. But if we open it, what do we find? A loaded gun. A pillow? You gave your child a pillow? And thought that they weren't gonna do the worst with it? You reach in that pillowcase, what do you find? A Glock. My favorite was standing near a bookcase, and he didn't say these words exactly, but the feeling that I got when I was watching him was just, you think your child reads? You think your little baby boy, baby girl reading in here? No. They're a child, and we all know children are what? Crackheads. You open this book, and what do you find? What spills out? Crack cocaine. No. It was incredible. It was truly, the only thing he did do was pull crack out of the gun. Like, but, and I can't stress this enough, Eric Adams is like terrible. He really is. Like, he really is. He's the worst. It's so bad. He sucks. He sucks so much. You should be so glad he's not your mayor. Like, that's. Oh man, I'll be honest with you. I didn't do the research. I don't know who your mayor is. I just know it's not Eric Adams. So you got 2 legs up on New York City. This dude, first of all, when he was running, he was corrupt. The dude was running, and he was already doing stuff where we were like, if it's not illegal, it's weird. This dude told the story of, because he's a cop, and he reminds everybody all the time they used to be a cop, right? And it depends, because he does a thing that's real sneaky. He's really good at it, right? Where he was a black cop. So in some rooms, he's black. In some rooms, I used to be a cop. And never the 2 rooms shall meet. If like... It's crazy. Okay, so this dude, when he was running, would tell the story of a fallen officer, right? His friend that he loved dearly, who died in the line of duty, and he loved his friend so much that he keeps a picture of him in his wallet with him all the time, right? And it's a heartwarming story because no matter your feelings on cops, no matter your feelings on like the criminal justice system, I think everyone can understand what it's like to lose a friend, right? You can understand what it's like to lose, especially when you lose a friend when you're both in danger. Maybe you both were in the military together. Maybe you're both cops. Maybe you served in some way and then you lost your friend. And no one's going to know what that was like except for people who it also happened to, right? And he kept the picture in his wallet. Except the picture in his wallet that he showed people was printed out by his staff members, and they threw a little coffee on it to make it look old. And that's before he did anything illegal. This dude is the devil. Like, he really sucks. This dude, I don't even know how he won. He doesn't live in New York. You know how usually you have to live where you're the mayor of? I'm not going to make any assumptions about your mayor, but I'm assuming they live here. I imagine your mayor doesn't actually live in Illinois. That would be weird, right? To come over and be like, hey, I'm here with y'all. We're in this together. I'ma go, though. Dude lived in Jersey. And then it got outed that he lived in Jersey. And so at the last second, he had the New York Times try to help him cover it. And they did a profile of him at his house in Brooklyn that he was clearly walking into for the first time. This dude walked in. You could tell he had never been in there before. He over here like, and as you can see, my wall. If you don't have one, you gotta get one. All right, these walls are fire. This dude walked in, and clearly, whatever staff was trying to help him look like he lived there, I feel like they tried to like Ocean's 11 it and like did it a little too late because they were clearly moving stuff into the place to make it look furnished. But then he probably called them and told like, hey, I'm on the way now. Y'all got to get out because the apartment did not make sense. You walk in and in the living room is the bed. That's an intern who had to drop the bed like as they like, what? And then, they go, he opens the fridge because he really tried to do this MTV Cribs for the New York Times, right? And so then he opens a fridge and he's like, blat out my snacks, right? And there is way too much meat for Adams to be a vegan. There's so much meat. It looked like it was stocked by Hillshire Farms. There's way too much meat in there. Not even mistakable meat. Not even like, oh, I thought the Impossible Burger. Like, it was full on meat. And when they ask him about it, he's like, oh, my son be sneaking in, you know what I mean? Because you know how when you have kids, as parents, you know how when you have kids, they sneak into your home and leave food, you know what I mean? In the fridge uneaten. You know how children are. All they do is leave food in the fridge and smoke crack. That's what children do. This dude is the worst. This man brought back stop and frisk. If you don't know what stop and frisk is, it was practice in New York where basically the police could stop you at any time and frisk you, check you for drugs and weapons and stuff like that. It was very popular under like Giuliani and stuff, but it was like found to be pretty disproportionate because they would just stay in one place and check everybody there. So it was just black and brown people. It was mostly black and Hispanic people that were like stopped and frisked. And it didn't even really work because the people with guns and drugs were like, I'll stay home. They found when they did studies on it that, more often than not, it was men, over 9% men. So it's like 99.3% men of the stop and frisk. And then also in the 90s were black and brown people. So it was like, I think like 5% white, right? Which is just go all over New York. You're allowed to stop and frisk. Just stop and frisk everywhere. Just do the Upper West Side. Do you know what I mean? Just be like, hey, what's in the briefcase though? That could be full of anything. But they didn't, so it was found to be like an unconstitutional practice. It was found unconstitutional in 2013, and the New York police like disbanded fully in 2020, and then Eric Adams brought it back. Which is odd, because this is my thing about Eric Adams, and what I mean about that chameleon move that he does is that Eric Adams, I don't even know the exact particulars of the story. All I know is that he was arrested when he was a kid. Some people say he was a member of a gang himself, right? And that he, got beat up by the police. He tells this story of being a victim of police brutality at like 14, 15. Him and his friend got caught. They had done two things. I think they had stolen some checks or something, and they stole something else, and it was when they were trying to cash the stolen check they got caught, and basically they got beat up at the police station. And apparently the way that I believe Eric tells it is that these white cops were beating him and his friend up, and then a black cop came in and told him to stop. And he was like, and that was the moment I decided that I wanted to be a police officer, turn my life around, everything, because I just saw the way that black cop moved, right? He's like, I saw the power, the respect, I saw the fear that people had, and I was like, that, oh, okay. It's a weird thing to pull from that lesson, but all right. We're all our own people. And so it's weird to me that he's so adamant about being punitive as someone who grew up the way that he grew up. It's very odd that he doesn't see himself in any of the youth that he wants to arrest or wants to punish. Like, And that's even only part of why he sucks. Like, he sucks. This dude sucks so much. He's the worst. They opened the investigation into Eric Adams the way that the feds do, which is quietly. You know what I mean? The thing that's scary about the feds is that they always get you. Their conviction rate is in the 90s. So it's basically done. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, when they show up, it's only a matter of time, right? And the feds opened an investigation into them, and this is like a year ago, that they came through and they were like, hey, we're gonna need everybody's cell phone. Your whole team, right? Which is already not great. Probably every mean thing I've ever said is on my cell phone. Do you know what I mean? Like, I try to be a good person, but if you pull up on me and you snatch my cell phone, you're gonna be like, oh, you an asshole, okay. The cell phone feels safe. You know, and the feds roll up and, take his laptop, his cell phone, everything. And this is how you know, this is how a guilty dude moves, right? So he goes ahead and gets swooped on when the feds come and get everybody's cell phone. And he's like, oh, actually, my cell phone, I don't have it on me, right? I don't have it. And they were like, okay, we'll bring it first thing tomorrow. And he brings it. Next day, brings it, right? And then he's like, actually, I had changed my password to keep my aides out of my phone, because you know how aides are, always trying to face ID you and see what your business is and everything, even though you email them personally and stuff. But like, try to keep my aides out of my phone. So went ahead and I'm giving it to you now, but just know that I had to change the password, keep my aides out of my phone, and I just forgot it. This dude moves like a man who cheats. Like, that's crazy. And the feds basically had so much on them that they were like, oh, we don't need your phone. Because we have every other phone that you text. Ooh. There's even instances of Adam's aides knowing things were illegal and then being like, y'all, this is illegal. They said it in the text, but y'all, this is illegal. I don't think he'll want to do it. And then you know that text bubble? He'd be like, hey, this is illegal. I don't know if he'll want to do it. And then the person from Turkey or wherever would be like, are you sure? And then the text bubble... That bubble be cooking, right? That bubble be bubbling up, right? And then it go away for a second. And then it come back and be like, never mind, he's down. The amount of times that his aide said to other people, this is illegal. And then several texts later be like, so when are we... It was incredible, man. It's really fascinating. And then there was like, I think it was like one of his campaign aides, one of the people that worked under him, was being interrogated. And as soon as she realized the interrogation wasn't friendly, she was like, can I go to the bathroom real quick? And so they were like, yeah, sure. And then she went to the bathroom, and apparently started mass deleting as many text messages as she could. But then she was in there so long that the fans were like, she deleted text messages. Like, nobody got a boo-boo that bad. Like, I mean, who knows? Maybe she is shitting herself, but not... I can just imagine you realize your boss about to go to jail, you might go to jail too, and now you in the bathroom just, I'll be right out. Oh, it's bad. Oh no. Y'all still there? I can't stress this enough. This dude sucks. Like it's like, okay. Maybe one of the funniest things about the whole case is that we don't definitively know one way or the other, but there's a chance that this dude would, like, the last straw that broke everything, that had the roof come tumbling down, that kicked over his house of cards, might have been, maybe, Sabrina Carpenter. Inadvertently. I don't know if you remember, but Sabrina Carpenter did a music video for a song called Feather, right? And in that music video, she's in a church, right? And she got permission to be in that church. As controversial as everything was, and as much as the archdiocese freaked out after they saw the video and as upset as people were, she got permission, right? She did the right thing, and she asked, can I do my video here? She didn't just run in and be like, quick. She did everything by the book, right? And the person that allowed her was a Monsignor, right? This Monsignor gave permission, shooting the church and everything. And then when the video comes out, obviously the archdiocese is all upset and stuff. They're like, nothing provocative or sexual should be in a church. That's what they said. Don't get weird with me. And so then they demoted the Monsignor. That's how mad they were, you know? They didn't fire him because I guess it's impossible to get fired at a church. You know, anybody else, any other job, they would have been like, you gotta go. But Catholic Church, they're like, no, we'll move you, don't worry. And basically, one of the things that came from that whole thing, especially how public it was the feds subpoenaed the archdiocese over the Monsignor because he had connections, like as in a relationship or maybe even a business relationship with Eric Adams' chief of staff, right? And so they were like looking into it, and then Sabrina Carpenter's moved on. She just sort of like, oh, I didn't realize it. Whoops. And I don't know. I think that people don't realize how much trouble Eric Adams is in, because this isn't like a police thing. This isn't like a local police or something. Like, local police could run cover for a mayor. And so Eric Adams gets indicted, right? Present day, he gets indicted, and this dude holds a press conference. It's one of the worst press conferences I've ever watched in my entire life. This is incredible. People talk about Giuliani and everything when he did that 4 Seasons press conference and stuff like that. Not gonna lie, this one put that one to shame, okay? This one was really, but first of all, they decided to do it outside. I don't really know why, but maybe he's not allowed in buildings. I have no idea, but they decided to do it outside, and they had a tent up because it was raining. But Eric Adams and he does this a lot. He does this in a way, this is one of the reasons I can't stand Eric Adams. This is one of the things that makes him suck, right? Is that whenever he's in trouble, whenever he needs something, he's very, very black. You know, and so now that he's in trouble, he has gathered around him every black person that will stand next to him, I suppose. And so he had everybody. He had so many people that they couldn't all fit under the tent. So now there are some people getting rained on halfway, just trying to lean in, everything. Do the one-sided thing. And the press conference starts, and there's protesters at the press conference. And, you know, Adams did some weird stuff. Like, when he got indicted, he did, like, a message to New Yorkers and everything. And in the message, he says, like, I knew as soon as I stood up for New York, I would become a target. And then we were like, when did you stand up and... Who is targeting you? Like, this is odd. I've heard this language before, but I've never seen it make less sense since the last time I heard it. You know? And finally, you know, he goes ahead, he's doing press conference and stuff, and there's protesters there, and the protesters are screaming at him. They're like, "You're an embarrassment. Don't try to act black now. You brought back stop and frisk. You brought back every policy that came down hard on the black community, but now you want to be black because you're in trouble, and you want us to back you up at everything." And they're yelling, and the whole time Eric Adams like, You ever been at a restaurant and there's a couple trying not to fight? And then finally one of them can't take it anymore and she stands up and she's like, "You cheating bastard," or whatever. And then he's like, It was that. And so he just stands like, okay. And then he lets people speak for him, right? So his pastor speaks, and his other pastor speaks, and I think another pastor speaks. You go to extra church when you're in trouble, right? So then pastor after pastor after pastor are speaking, right? And all the pastors are like, "Hey, listen, we don't even know. Everybody has to have their day in court." Like, no one is actually professing this dude's innocence. Everybody's like, "Yeah, you can't judge lest ye be judged." And once again, remember, I told you it's one of the worst press conferences I've ever seen, because not only can not everybody fit under the tent, and not only are the people not making a convincing argument for Adams to be innocent, which is what we would very much like our elected official to be, right? This one lady gets up there, and she's been the loudest against the other protest. She's like, "Shut up, let him speak," blah, 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 right? And so it's her turn to speak. And then she gets up there, and she's like, "Good morning, New York!" Like, she's just trying to shout everybody down. She's like, "I've known Eric Adams for 40 years!" And she's just screaming, right? "And he is completely," and then the mic starts going out, "completely." And another thing. And he's not corrupt with a. Thank you. And then the dude went up there, and I don't really know what his position was. I don't know. He might have just been a black dude Eric Adams pulled that day, because this guy gets up there and he goes, good morning, New York. Good morning, New York. I've known Eric Adams for years, and he is, for 64 years, he has loved and served New York, and we cannot throw away 64 years over 5 indictments. He is 64. And I was like, where's the logic going here? You want that dude to be innocent because he's 64? Like, is that... There's no way he served 64, he just is alive for 64 years. But this dude was slick with it. He was like, do not throw away 64 years over 5 indictments. Nobody gonna kill him. Like, what are you talking about? Throwing away 64, we're not dating him. He got indicted. Do not throw away 64 years over 5 indictments. He is 64, thank you. I feel like that's the only dude that Eric Adams was like, probably should have let that be a tweet. And then it's Eric Adams' turn, right? And then counter-protesters are yelling. They're like, you're an embarrassment. You're an embarrassment to black people. You are an absolute embarrassment to the city, okay? You trying to make it a black thing. It's not a black thing. It's a you thing. You're corrupt. You're corrupt by yourself. It's not a black thing. It's a you thing, right? This dude's screaming. And he's like, why is anything you're saying different from Trump? You talking about you standing in the way. Stand in the way of what? You corrupt by yourself, right? And then Eric Adams like, and then he starts taking questions, right? And some of the questions were, you said that as soon as you stood up for New Yorkers, you would become a target. Who do you think you're a target of? Like Homeland Security, or what? There are government bodies that are serving you this indictment. Who do you think is targeting you, and why? And then he was like, that's a question for the federal government. And I was like, okay, not a great start. And then he goes, let me just get something clear right now. All right? And then the mic cuts out completely. It's like, I just want to say to y'all, that's all I gotta say. It was incredible, you know? Incredible. I don't know. I would love to see Eric Adams go to Rikers. I mean, particularly because of the terrible job he's done with Rikers. Just so you know, Rikers is a horrific place. It's been compared to Guantanamo Bay. Mainly because most of the people in Rikers, around 85%, have not been convicted of a crime. They just cannot afford to get off Rikers. They can't afford to pay bail and stuff like that. But they sit there until the trial, and the trial is sometimes 8 months away, 9 months away. So they're potentially innocent people just sitting there, rotting in a jail in terrible conditions because they just didn't have money. Any one of us could not have money. Most of us don't have enough money for the things we would like. So that's how close we are to being them. You know? And it's so bad that there's a federal monitor that's like over Rikers. And Eric Adams has worked with Rikers to subvert everything that would have them comply with the federal monitor. Right? It's horrific. And all they've really done is like try to throw money and staffing at the problem, but then money and staffing have become the problem because now Rikers is such a cushy job that there are a lot of people who don't show up for work. So now they really are wasting money because they'll be understaffed on a day where everyone is scheduled and then everyone calls in sick. And then people die at Rikers. People die every year at Rikers. You know? It's absolutely insane. And the staffing, if I'm correct, maybe I'm wrong, right? But last time I looked it up, the staffing was like 2 to 1. Right. No jail has 2 to 1. Right. No jail anywhere has 2 to 1, you know? And so what a poetic thing it would be, you know, for the guy that a year ago gave the key to the city to Diddy. To also be like indicted and charged and sitting in Rikers. It'd be dope to see Eric Adams at Rikers. They just, he gets there and they're like, what's up, buddy? Let's talk. Oh. And so many people have resigned too. So many people have resigned from Eric Adams' administration that I don't know who works at New York anymore. It's a lot of people. People nobody was talking to, by the way. Like people who just are like, I'm just in charge of the library, but I'm gonna go because the block is hot. I don't want these problems. Speaking of honeymoons ending, this Jonathan Majors. Wow. There's so much about it, so you just be patient with me. I've been waiting to even talk about it because I wanted to learn as much as I could. I'm still missing stuff. Admittedly, I'm telling you right now, I'm not going to get this right. There's so much media around it. I don't even mean coverage. I mean actual there's a tape of him being recorded. There's CCTV of them. There's a lot going. There's body cam footage. There's a lot to distill. I felt like I was part of the jury. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, how do I stay impartial? All of this looks so bad. You know what I mean? Like you take the CCTV alone. We don't know what happened in the car, but apparently in the car is when she scratched up his face and it's when he hurt her finger. All we see is a CCTV of him getting out the car and then her trying to get out the car, right? Because in this moment, she's discovered that he's cheating. All right? So now he's trying to get out of the car. She's trying to get out of the car. He picks her up and puts her back in the car like a toddler, right? Like he just sort of lifts her up and is like there, right? And then this man took off. He ran. He ran like it was the full caution sign. That's the last time I've seen somebody have a foot that high and a head that forward. And my man was over here like, huh, like he just fully running. And that's how you can tell he cheated too, because he running like a cheater. He running like, no, I gotta get out of here. I can't be here right now. She saw a text message, you know? And then she took off and she ran after him. And she caught up. And that shocked me. She caught up. This nigga trained for Creed 3 and she caught up in heels like it was nothing. That's crazy. I didn't know getting cheated on gave you superpowers because this dude is booking it and she right behind him, clickety-clacking it in those heels, trying to get that phone, right? And so then you just see another CCTV angle and you see him running the other way. And this time it's scarier because this time she not running. This time she's stalking him like Jason, just... And she a little drunk too, so she looked like she gonna fall. I'm like, he really didn't need to run anymore, but clearly he did. She still caught up to him. This man ran his knees off and she just over here... And then they run into like 3 random people. And then she did the thing that I think a lot of people do when they're in like the midst of like, maybe they're a little drunk. They just found out they got cheated on or something's going on in their relationship or something. So she meets these 3 people who don't know them, who do not, I cannot stress that enough, who do not seem to know them at all. And she's like, well, fuck you, I'm going to hang out with my new friends. And then she just becomes these 3 people's problem. And then John Majors seemed to walk off, right? Seemed to just walk off into the night. So it's like that. Take that video alone, right? It's hard to decide how you feel about that because in my mind, I'm just being honest, right? Just hear me out. In my mind, I don't know what else he should have done because everything he should have done happened before that night. He shouldn't have cheated. If he didn't cheat, maybe none of this would have happened. But he cheated. I'm saying in the night in question, in this moment, he runs. He runs. He's out of cardio. Like this is like she clearly should have played Apollo Creed. If she tuckered him out that easy, then you go to the next day. Because the next day is when he finds her in the closet. Yeah, this dude comes home and he finds her in the closet. And look, Jonathan Majors is too big and black to find any white woman. That's astounding. The fact that because now he's the one that called the cops. To my understanding, he's the one that called cops being like, hey, that's the only time I've seen someone call the cops and you can hear it in his voice where he's like, I'm gonna need you to sit down. Before you send anybody, I need you to hear the full sentences I'm saying. Because this is gonna look bad, right? And then the cops come and then they lift her up and everything, and someone can correct me, I don't know what happened in this particular part. It seems like she came home and she was like maybe changing or whatever and then fell asleep in the closet because it's like a walk-in closet. I don't really know what happened there. But then you hear Jonathan talk about it in an interview that he shouldn't have done. This interview was a bad idea. I'm not saying I would have any good ideas if I was him, but I'm just saying this interview was pretty bad because they ask him, how she sustained those injuries to her finger and all and stuff like that. And then Jonathan Majors says, "I wish to God I knew." Nigga, you were there. Like, I know you don't think you did it, but like, whatever. So then, in the interview, they're cutting between his interview and then pieces about him. They're using scenes from him in movies. And then they use a recording where he is arguing with her, right? And this is a big thing for me. This is a huge thing. And I hope it doesn't spill out into the rest of the world because a lot of celebrities do it. And I pray that we don't get to the point where we're doing it. If you need to secretly record anyone you are dating, break up with them. Please. Because this is my thing. Say what you want about her, say what you want about him. They clearly had a toxic dynamic. They had a bad dynamic from what seems like the start, right? And so for her to be recording him secretly means that she knows something's up with him. So leave, leave. And I'm not saying leave as if it's easy. I'm not saying leave as in you should just always feel safe to leave. I'm just saying you need to start coming up with an exit strategy because then the recording is one of the worst recordings. It feels like right out of Law and Order, the recording. The recording is so damn bad. Okay, so basically, I don't really know the context of the recording. It sounds like from the recording that she came home drunk or she was acting up drunk or something like that, which apparently in their dynamic she had been known to do, right? So there's some, I don't even know if this is true, that maybe this is hearsay, but there was some instance where out of nowhere, one of the reasons a lot of people told him to break up with her is that she was drunk at a party one time. They had some sort of argument and she hauled off and slapped him in front of everybody, right? In front of everybody at the party just, and like a real like telegraphed the whole shit. I couldn't believe he got hit. I was like, all that Creed 3 and you don't know how to box? You over here just eating shots? That's crazy. That's boxing 101. Somebody does this, you do this. I'm not even a fighter and I know that. I'm just saying, like she, whatever. I don't know what actually happened. All I know is the recording starts with him being like, listen, I'm doing a lot right now. I'm doing a lot for my people. I'm doing a lot for the culture. I am a great man. Give me a second. I think I can honestly say in a lot of relationships I've watched, especially like just straight relationships, there is a point where a guy feels, not even saying it's right, underappreciated for being maybe even a good boyfriend or good husband, right? And they will say something to try to stick up for how they feel in the moment. They'll be like, look, I'm a great guy. Most guys aren't like me out there. You know, they'll say something to try to save it. And in the moment, it always doesn't. It never sounds the way it's like in your head. It sounds like it's evening the playing field. Like in your head, you're like, I can't believe you're coming down on me so hard. I'm a good boyfriend. I'm a great boyfriend. You know that? I'm such a good boyfriend. Your friends say I'm a great boyfriend to you when they don't think I can hear it, and I hear it, and I take that to the moon, and I'm using it now. That's what it sounds like in our head. What it sounds like out loud when you're in the middle of an argument is, I'm a great man. The fact that he actually said, I am a great man. And look, I don't know what it's like to date either one of them. I'm just going off of what we've seen and what I've seen that has happened, right? I don't know what it's like to date either one. I'm just saying I can see how you're in the moment and you really think you're cooking. But it should be a sign to you that the person that you're like just going off on is saying nothing. And look, if I'm being honest with you, when I listen to that recording, I do think it's a little bit of a setup because she says nothing, right? And you can tell she a little drunk too, because the only thing you can hear is like him being like, "I'm a great man," and her be like, "Ugh." You know what I mean? Like if you listen real close, you can hear a couple hiccups. I'm not saying that gives him the right to be over here. I'm a great man, you know, like. And look, to be fair, maybe she was just recording him because he kept telling her to be like Coretta, and she had no fucking idea what that meant. She's like, I'm a white woman that was born in the UK. I don't know how to connect these two things. Be more like Coretta. And then in the interview, he's like, look, when I said that, I wasn't comparing myself to Dr. King. I was just trying to say that these are the people I aspire to be. And so if I'm gonna get there, I need someone like her to help me get there. And I'm like, all right, but you did say Coretta. Like, you know what I mean? It'd be different if he was just like, I need you to do better. I need you to do better sounds, outside looking in, sounds completely fair. I need you to do better. I need you to do better than getting drunk at functions that I'm with that I'm trying to network. I need you to do better than slapping me in my face in front of a bunch of people. I just need you to do better. There's a huge amount of middle ground. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, it would be like my girlfriend being like, listen, you do not help enough around the house. I get that you tour, I get that you have shows at night, but I need your help around the house, all right? So when you're about to go, just take the trash out with you. That's a simple thing that you can do. Just take the trash out with you. Just do a little better. She didn't say, I need you to be Malcolm X. Do you see the difference? It's also just, I don't know. That the thing that really bothers me about Jonathan Majors is that he didn't make it. He made it. All this happened after he made it. And it's so hard. And like even take away for a second being a black actor. Take away for a second where he comes from. It's hard in general. This is like the NFL of drama. And he made it. And then this happens, you know? And he has nobody to blame but himself. Just like it's a lesson to all of us. If there's something that you want more than anything else, you cannot let other things get in the way of that thing, especially when they don't bring you anything good, you know? And some people made it purely about race. I don't think that Jonathan Majors is a lesson that you need to date within your own race. I think he's a lesson you need to date within your own weight class, because the optics are terrible, all right? Jonathan Majors is 34 years old. Jonathan Majors is 34. That blew my mind. He's 34. We're closer in age than I ever thought. He's 34. And he doesn't look 34. That man looked 46 from 1958. Every time I see Jonathan Majors, I'm like, he should be in sepia tone. Like, and people, and look, I want to be clear for a second.
I want to be clear for a second. A lot of people had a weird, and I'm talking about outside of all this stuff before any of it ever happened. A lot of people had a weird hate for him that I didn't understand, and they went out of their way to call him ugly, and they went out of their way to just like go with his features and stuff like that. I'm not saying any of that. I'm just saying he does look like a time traveler. All right. Like if he told me he knew Dr. King personally and that he had a time machine, I'd be like, no wonder you want everybody to be like a Coretta. You know her so well.